Good day everyone, my name is Jasmine Usman Ganang and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell for more updates. For today's video, we will talk about the principles of mathematical induction. So what is the principle of mathematical induction? According to my research, mathematical induction is the essential use to prove the property of natural numbers n. According to the principle of mathematical induction, a property x of n holds to be the same or all numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on up to n. It simply means that mathematical induction is a technique for proving a statement that is asserted about every natural number. So let's consider a given statement x of n involving natural number n. So that in letter A, the statement is true for n is equal to 1 as x of 1 is true. And letter B, if the statement is true for n is equal to k, where k is positive integer, then the statement is also true for all cases of n is equal to k plus 1. As x of k leads to the truth of x of k plus 1. So let's have an example. We have 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube plus plus n cube is equal to n squared times n plus 1 squared all over 4. In this problem, to prove that it is true for every natural number, we should use mathematical induction. First, if we have n is equal to 1, so we have in the left 1 cube equal to the value of the right, which is the n squared times n plus 1 squared all over 4. On the second line, we have 1 because 1 cube is equal to 1 since we times 1 to itself 3 times. And on the right side, we substitute 1 in every n, so we have 1 squared times 1 plus 1 squared all over 4. On the third line, we have 1 on the left and 1 squared is equal to 1 times 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 squared. So we have 1 times 4 because 2 times 4 2 times 2 is equal to 4. On the fourth line, we have 1 on the left and 4 divided by 4 on the right side. And for the last line, we have 1 to the left and 1 to the right. Since 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. Therefore, n equal 1 is true. Now let's have n is equal to 2. So we have this on the left and on the right side we have this. Next thing to do is to solve 1 cube plus 2 cube, so we have 1 plus 8. And on the right side we have to substitute the natural number 2, so we have 2 squared plus 2 plus 1 squared all over 4. Now after that we add 1 plus 8, which is equal to 9. And next, on the right side, we have 2 squared is equal to 4 times 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 squared. So now we have the next step. We bring down the 9 and equal to the value of the right side. 4 times 3 squared. So we have 4 times 9 is equal to 36. And if we divide it to 4, we have 9. Therefore, n is equal to 2 is true. So now, let's proceed to n is equal to 3. So we have this value on the left, and we have this on the right. So let's substitute the value of n to the right side. So we have on the left 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube equal to n squared times n plus 1 squared all over 4. Next step is to find the value for the left side. We have 1 plus 8 plus 27, and on the right side we have 3 squared times 3 plus 1 squared all over 4. Next is to find the deeper value, so we have 1 plus 8 plus 27 is equal to 36. And on the right side, we have 3 squared is equal to 9 times 3 plus 1 equal to 4 square on. So we have 36 is equal to 9 times 16, since 4 squared is equal to 16. So we have 36 is equal to 9 times 16 is equal to 144 all over 4. Now 36 is equal to 144 divided by 4. So we have 36 is equal to 36. Therefore, natural number 3 is true. Now let's have n is equal to 4. We have this value to the left and this value to the right. And the next is to substitute, so we have 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube is equal to n squared times n plus 1 squared divided by 4. So we have 1 plus 8 plus 27 plus 64 equal to 4 squared times 4 plus 1 squared divided by 4. Next we have 1 plus 8 plus 27 plus 64 equal to 100 to the left. So on the right side we have 16 times 5 squared divided by 4. Now we have 100 is equal to 16 times 25 divided by 4. So we have 400 divided by 4, and now we have 100 is equal to 100. Therefore, the natural number 4 is true. We now assume that n is equal to k is true. So every n we have in the equation will be replaced into k. So we have 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube plus plus k cube is equal to k squared times k plus 1 squared all over 4. Since we assume that n equal k is true, then we also assume that n is equal to k plus 1 is also true. So we have 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube plus plus k cube, then add k cube, but this k will change into k plus 1. So it becomes k plus 1 cube. On the right side, every k we see will change into k plus 1. So we have k plus 1 squared times k plus 1 plus 1 squared all over 4. Next, this position of equation will change into this. So we have k squared times k plus 1 squared all over 4 plus k plus 1 cube is equal to k plus 1 squared times k plus 1 squared all over 4. Then simplify the equation on the left. It's gonna be k squared times 2k squared plus 2k plus 1 all over 4 plus k cube plus 3k squared plus 3k plus 1. On the right, we have k squared plus 2k plus 1 times k squared plus 4k plus 4 all over 4. Then use the distributive property of multiplication. The equation will be k to the power of 4 plus 2k cubed plus k squared all over 4 plus k cubed plus 3k squared plus 3k plus 1 is equal to k to the power of 4 plus 4k cubed plus 4k squared plus 2k cubed plus 8k squared plus 8k plus k squared plus 4k plus 4 all over 4 plus 6k cubed plus 13k squared plus 12k plus 4 all over 4. And on the right, we have k to the power of 4 plus 6k cubed plus 13k squared plus 12k plus 4 all over 4. So with that, we prove that left and right side of equation are equivalent to each other. Therefore, it is all true for any natural number. That concludes my discussion for today. Thank you and God bless us all.